Hello mga Mamshies! Welcome back to the channel. Now for today's tutorial, we are going to do something really easy. And if you want to do this on other yarns, here is the conversion as usual. And I will be showing you guys the proper computation for the costing at the end of the video. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me on the other social media pages. Now without further ado, let's make sunflower scrunchies. For this tutorial, I am actually using this elastic hairband. And of course, prepare your scissors. It's going to be really useful. And I am using a 4mm hook for this. But just as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you want to change it up, it's up to you. I have placed the conversions and you can just pause it if you want. I'm also using two kinds of yarn, the yellow and the brown Indofill. And I am going to be using a double pull on this one just so that it's going to be a faster project to make. So the first thing that you need to do for this is make a slip knot with your first color, and then we are going to loop it around your hair elastic and then just make a single crochet right there. Now we don't really need to count how many stitches we're gonna be doing with this. It's up to you. If you want your scrunchie to be more edgy, or if you want it a little bit more curly, I suggest that you make more stitches like this. But for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna make enough rounds to cover the entire hair clip or the hair elastic. Once you're finished covering the entire elastic, this is what it's gonna be looking like. You just need to finish it up. And again, if you want to add more stitches, just stretch the elastic a little bit more. When I was younger and I didn't like the elastics weren't as available, I used to use garters for this, but this one works really better because it's more sturdy. When you get to the end part, what I do here is actually just make a couple more stitches just to stretch the elastic a little bit more. Now it's up to you if you really want to close it at this point. You can just insert your hook here and then get the thread and close it up as usual. But what I do is I cut it from this end and then I just pull the thread all the way through and get the thread once again and then pass it like 2 times on the front string. I do this because in a way it's a little bit more secured, but again, it's up to you. This project is really not complicated and it's actually a great project for beginners to practice their crochet skills with. Once you have finished securing your string, we will move on to adding the second color. Now on this case, I'm using yellow because of course we're doing a little sunflower. Make a slip knot to begin, and you can actually attach this part on any stitch on the beginning of your work. So I just pick a random stitch, pull my yarn through, and we are going to do multiples of double crochet around the work. So I'm going to start off with 3 chains that will serve as your first double crochet, and to make this really roughly, we will do increases on each of the stitches. Now on this case, I am doing 4 increases each of the stitch because my yarn is really thick, but it's up to you if you want to add more. The more stitches that you put, the more roughly your end product will be. Now as I've said a while ago, this is a quick project, so since I'm using a bigger yarn, I'm just putting 4 stitches, but you can put as much stitches as you want, as long as you can fit it on the stitch. As you go along and as you add more stitches, the ruffles will become more prominent. Now for this project, I'm just making a single row of 4 double crochets per stitch. But if you want more ruffles, I would suggest that you do 2 rows just make an additional row after this and just do another set of increases, maybe 3 increases per stitch on that, and that should work more ruffles into your stitch. As you go along the circle, you will encounter the straggler yarns that resulted from attaching your work together. I would advise that you tuck them in by doing stitches over them so that you would have a cleaner finish with your work. When you have tucked in enough strings, you can just cut away the extras, and that should also secure your work from unraveling, and it looks a lot better after doing so. When you reach the end of the work, just nip the extra yarns as usual and secure it by doing like another single crochet on this end. Here is what I do. As you can see here, I just get my hook again and then attach it on the first double crochet. Here are the ruffles, and making this project simpler, I just, stick with one row because I think it's going to be enough for the sunflower design, and just cut your yarn and then secure the ends, weave the ends. Alright, that's about it. That's our sunflower scrunchie. It's very simple, so if you're gonna use it as a giveaway or if you're going to sell it, it's something that you can whip up in a few minutes. It actually took me around 20 to 30 minutes to finish this one, just because I'm also recording the video, so I had to pause and I had to slow down so that the camera can actually get good shots. But if I were to make an estimate of how much the costing would be to sell this scrunchie, this is your referral sheet. You can, if you want to see a more detailed explanation of the costing, refer to my other video. But that's it. One more thing I want to share with you guys is something that I bought recently with Shopee, which is what we call a Moka. It's a very inexpensive alternative to buying your own espresso machine, and I wanted to try a brand out, so I actually ordered one. It came into the mail today, and I'm going to do an unboxing video. First of all, I'm really pleased with the packaging of this. It's very secured. It's wrapped in a lot of bubble wrap. And I was also surprised to see that there was a binning mixer which came free with this set. I actually think that I only ordered the mocha plus the coffee beans, but since they gave this for free, I am actually very grateful. Now, I did try this out, and although it's not very successful at frothing up milk, it still is really cool to have. I think I'm gonna use it for something else like beating up eggs, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be using it with frothing up milk. It's powered by 2 AA batteries, and it has a pretty good whip to it. When you actually order your own mocha pot, did I say that right? I'm not sure. But yeah, when you order your own mocha pot, you have several options for the kind of beans or blend of coffee that you want to get from them. What I chose was coconut caramel, and they will grind it up for you so that you can just use it on your pot. So as you can see, they really packed it well so that the product won't be damaged during shipping, and I am very grateful for that. I had a lot of bubble wraps to play with. Being the OC person that I am, I got my weighing scale and I weighed it. It's around 130 grams, as you can see here. And I will just check my order slip to see if that's what I paid for, but that's pretty cool actually. I will update you guys to what the blend tastes like. This is my first time hearing about coconut caramel actually. what's your favorite blend? Let me know in the comments below, and would you get something like this as well? Alright, time to unbox the Moka pot. So there it says Italian Express coffee maker, and they have their sticker logo at the top. So let me just cut that one. It's a really cute sticker actually. There. And again, I was surprised to see that the Moka pot inside was also wrapped firmly with bubble wrap. I couldn't like imagine having my other packages having the same dedication in terms of package protection. So with this, I give them, you know, a thumbs up. This is actually my first time purchasing a Moka pot. I do have several coffee makers at home, and I have a professional coffee maker for my coffee shop. So I am really excited to try this one. The way that it works is that you put your coffee grounds on the lower part. As you can see, well, this is the upper part where the coffee is going to come out. But as you boil the water, this is where you will get your espresso. So let me just open up the Moka pot for you so that you would see the other parts. So this is the lower part. The strainer is where you will put your coffee beans, and this is where you will put your water. So when you put this on your stove top, the water boiling from the lower part will rise to the top and come up on the spout, and that is your espresso. Pretty cool, huh? It's actually best for finishing up made to order items because I can stay up all night and I'll have good coffee. And that's all the time that we have for our video for today. What is your secret for staying up when you have made to order items? Comment it down below. And I do hope that you continue to support my video, and I'll see you guys of course in the next video. Bye bye.